I grew up in a little town, Peekskill, New York. I thought I had a nice childhood, but I took my kids up there to see where I grew up. I didn't know this, but I always thought I had a pretty nice life, but I showed them the second-story garret, two-bedroom apartment I grew up in, and they were going, "Dad, you grew up here?" So yeah, it was okay. I didn't know any better. I always thought it was pretty comfortable. So I liked New York, but New York was like, I don't know, it wasn't country. I lived in the northern suburbs up there in Yorktown Heights. There was horses. I loved horses, open spaces, lakes. It was really lovely. That whole area got sort of like overgrown. It's like a bedroom community. I always wanted to go to like Williamsport, Pennsylvania, a smaller town where I'd be the eye doctor. Well, we had horses, and my former wife was trying out for the Olympics, and we had to be in a metropolitan area for her to train and be with the right trainers, and this area had a tremendous horse activity. Plus, I love the idea that I could live within an hour of the city, not 2 hours, an hour away, live on a beautiful farm where we have horses, we have a river. When I go home, it's like my summer home. So I live in a setting, a rural setting in a metropolitan area. You just can't do that in most cities in the country. Philadelphia is paradise. It's the best kept secret. I live on an 800-acre preserve, an hour from Philadelphia, where it's a really nice city, lots of things to do. But when I go home, it's peace and quiet. It's heaven. Philadelphia has the greatest people because they're very, a lot of people they say about the United States, it's tilted towards the west, all the loose nuts fall off and go to California, Here, it's more relational. People stay around because they like their families, they see it as a village, they're connected, and that was very attractive to me because I'd lived all over the world and moved and everything, and now that I've been here for almost 40 years, I'm connected. I'm part of a community, watches my kids. I know everything that goes on in my town out there in Unionville. It's just wonderful, and I never had that experience. For the first time in my life, I realized that you're born, you grow up, you're an adult, and you die. I mean, I would always be with my group. I didn't realize there's a continuum of life. And being in this wonderful village, it's a city of villages, really. Not, some people say it's a city of towns. It's a city of villages. And there's all kinds of little villages that are very relational and generational. And that's a particular value to this area that doesn't exist in many places.